All right, thanks for stopping by. Here it is, Starlink Round 2. Let's get this bad boy unboxed. So I've learned a lot since I had Starlink the last time. I know now that the first thing you do is you take a picture of these numbers that's on the box. Very important serial numbers and part numbers and ID numbers that you gotta have. Save them into a locked folder in your phone for the future. And also take a picture of the bottom of the post of the dish itself because there is another ID number on it. Okay, I got it unboxed. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to locate it. I've been kind of surveying the area, looking for a place where there wouldn't be obstructions. This looks like a good place right here. But it looks like we got a lot of options in this campsite. Right now, I've got the router out here on the ground. I'll probably put that right on the inside of the van when it's all said and done. I'm going to run it off the UPS power station right now, but I'm going to end up running it off of that 1500 watt hour Vitoman power station that I reviewed yesterday. So that'll be dedicated to running the Starlink. So I've run into a little bit of a snag here. Since I've had Starlink before, that means I had an old account, right? Well, when I reinstalled the Starlink app, it's still showing my old account. I don't want anything to do with that old account. I want to start fresh with this new equipment. So it looks like what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to register with an old email address that I never use. It's an old Hotmail address. And it's the only way I'm going to be able to get around this because the old account never goes away. It's still there. Even if you delete the app, even though I've sold all the equipment, I've transferred everything step by step, but the old app is still there. So that's what I'm working on right now, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to put it. There's an opening right there. And when you first plug it up and you go through the setup, it needed a lot of updates. So I got a lot of updates for the router and for the dish. It's all doing that right now. So that might take an hour or so to get all this up and running. I remember the first time I set it up, it was a little bit frustrating. And I remember when Sarah come to get my old equipment, we set it up together and it took over an hour to get it up and running. But if you buy used equipment, it's best to buy it from somebody you know that can come to you and you can work together to get it up and running. Because if they just ship it to you, then they're done with it. They don't care if it works for you or not. But it's pretty complex stuff, a little bit complicated. But we'll give it a little more time and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I ended up putting the router here between us, and it's running off of the UPS power station right now, but I will probably be using the Vitoman to do this. And I put the dish out here. It always faces north, and I found a nice clearing right here. So if we get behind the dish, I'll pan up. You can see it goes right over that pine and between these two pines and that clearing right there, and that's all I needed. And it's working. Right now I got 50 down and 10 up, but at one point it hit 70 down, but the upload speed hasn't got over 10. And I remember that the upload was always slow last time I had Starlink, but 10 is better than nothing. I could probably slide it to the left a little bit and it would be a little further from that pine tree. But I can tinker with it because that's what I do. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Am I even going to be able to transport this Starlink? Yes, I am. So I've got this space between these two crates under the bed, and I put down a heavy, thick t-shirt, and I didn't even have to put it in stow mode. Look, I've got enough room under there for the post to stay up, and I've got a couple inches of space there, and I've even got enough room here to put my trash bags and my dirty clothes. So you can see the router in the back there. And there's the stand, the X brace. And there's the dish. So I can take these trash bags. I can put them right there. Let me grab my dirty clothes. And I can tuck those up under there. Even got enough room for another bag of them. And other stuff I could tuck up in there. So glad that worked out. But that's just to cushion the dish, keep it protected. This is the best way I've ever stored the dish before. Before I had it kind of propped up over here on the side, and one time I had it laying on the bed all the time. So that's much better. All right, thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.